are getting ready to do their TikTok video, so we thought we would go to them now. Okay, we got a TikTok video going on. Good job, girls, good job. Okay, we are patiently waiting for the show to start. And again, we are here because of the Brahman Foundation. They're our sponsor today, so all these young people will have they will have all of their photos and their video and everything else. I'm hoping that Iran is watching and can give me a comment. Sound is good. Thank you, Mandy. Mandy is with us at all times, even when she is at home. So she's at home watching with HB. She's going to be feeding me information. We have Iran feeding information to us. And again, we would like to say thank you to the Brahman Foundation for being one of our sponsors here at this event. They have sponsored the entire junior show. So thank you for watching from Brazil. I hope you enjoyed the TikTok preview we gave you from Brazil. So Brazil is watching and Brazil is giving you guys the thumbs up, okay? Perfect. So yesterday we did the open show. Today we're doing the junior show. So basically what this will be is the young people that either bred and owned their animals or have purchased their animals. So it is a bred and owned event first. We have a loose bull behind you guys. Watch, behind you, behind you. There you go. Okay, so the cattle are coming to the arena. Again, thank you to the Brahman Foundation. I'm sure Carlos Guerra will come in and give us some comments about the Brahman Foundation and the fact that they are looking for some donation lots. I think we have that in the comments, and I think we might have also done a post for them. So again, we have the Brahman Foundation with us, and they're the reason why we're here. So hope that you guys can be supportive of the Brahman Foundation. And we'd like to thank our sponsors from the other day also. So the other day when we had the open show, we've had 2 days of open show. So on Thursday and on Friday, days are starting to run into each other. On Thursday and on Friday, we had the open show, and the open show was sponsored by Elgin Breeding Service, elginbreedingservice.com. Our good friend Hillary over at Elgin Breeding Service. They have a family tradition of quality since 1954. They're a bull collection station, so custom semen collecting and processing, professional exporting, postmortem semen harvesting, custom semen storage, domestic semen shipping, AI consultation, frozen semen evaluation and reporting. They do a tremendous job with their program. And then we also had Rio Ranch. Rio Ranch, they have been breeding cattle for a number of years and have gotten to the point where they are ready to share their genetics with you. They have some amazingly beautiful animals. They've invested in some of the top genetics from around the Brahman world. They have both red and gray Brahmins. We're currently working on their website, and we'll announce when that website gets rebuilt. But you can follow them on Facebook, and I know that in the comments we would have had a lot of links to their Facebook. And then V8 Ranch. Thank you very much to V8 Ranch, the Williams family. The Mark of Excellence. They have done a tremendous job in their breeding program. Everybody knows that. They know those V8 females and V8 bulls. They won quite a bit yesterday and on Thursday. Had a lot of animals sired by their bulls that were champions, as well as good morning from Yucatan, Mexico. Thank you, Iran, for watching. And we were just talking about V8 Ranch and the fact that they're one of our sponsors that helped bring us to the Bluebonnet Kickoff Classic, because it takes a team to make this all happen. It's not just me behind the microphone. And of course, 79 Cattle Company, 79 Cattle Company, 79cattle.com, 79cattleco.com. And thank you for putting up that Brahman Foundation information. That is great. That is just what we needed. And of course, we have the best cattle sales schedule that I think that they'll be putting up in the feed, in the comments throughout the day. Just letting you know, guys, when those sales are, but I'm going to run down them really quick while we put up. The Brahmin Foundation is our sponsor. So actually, we can give you guys a view of the arena that we will be in all day today. So maybe Iran can give me a little color check thumbs up because, and I am so glad you love Brahmin and that you are watching from Thailand. Watching from Thailand. So that is always good. So yay, watching from Thailand. So on August 26th through the 28th, we're going to have an online sale to the Subasta Genetica Tropical on bestcattlesales.com. Those are going to be some genetics that are available for both Mexico as well as in Guatemala. I believe they might even have some. Thank you, Iran. I appreciate that. We're going to run through some cameras, Iran, and see what you think about the color. How about that, a camera? I think I'm learning how to do this. I'm not working you out of a job, though, Iran. You will have this job for life. Southern Invitational live and online sale. I will be in Troy, Alabama. Troy, Alabama. We will be selling cattle both online and in the arena, in the sale barn. So that is Troy, Alabama. If you live near Troy, Alabama, please make sure you join us. And they're also going to have their Southern Invitational Frozen Genetics online sale. I'm so glad, Iran, that you told me that one was good too. And another camera here. So this is a view of our backdrop. So you can kind of see me waving in the corner. There you go. We also have the Subasta Genetical Tropical in September, but that 79, thank you very much, Iran, that 79 cattle company, the 79 cattle company, who was one of our sponsors yesterday, they will have their production sale, their online production sale, the 25th and the 26th. Now, if you, of September, so September, let me clarify, September 25 through 26 will be the 79 cattle company online sale. Action sale. We had 79 cattle with us in the booth yesterday. It was really fun to talk to them because they have some tremendous genetics that they will be selling. Some of them are going to be Captain offspring out of that M2 BRC Captain bull that really is coming on strong. That bull has a number of champions yesterday. And of course, they have some other sires that are top producing sires, and they have invested in the top females. So we can't say enough about those cattle over at 79 Cattle Company. They're going to have some that are going to be halter broke, I believe. They've really kind of put together some of their best of the best to produce and to offer in this production sale. So don't miss out on that sale. We're going to go to another camera, and I think Iran will tell me that that camera is got good color also. We're going to have the national anthem here shortly, and then also a prayer before we start. We're going to be in the arena all day today with Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith is our judge, and we will be in the arena all day with him. And we have Mr. Troy walking over. Are we doing the bred and owned separate from the owned? Okay, so it's basically we have 3 shows today. We have the junior show, we have the bred and owned show, and we have the owned show. Perfect. Okay. Uh-huh. Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to go sound off for just a minute, and I think that we have the judge in the arena, and we'll ask him a question or two, and we'll go from there.
We're going to do things a little bit different this morning. The bull show will be starting shortly. We'll have a owned bull show. Then we will have a bred and owned bull show. So we'll judge our bulls, and we'll be followed up by our separate bred and owned bull show. We've got a few paper issues trying to get worked out here inside the office. As soon as we get that worked out, we're going to be getting started. So bear with us. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So, whoops, sound back on. So we were just told that, okay, so a little more loud for the judge's microphone. Thank you, Mr. Iran. I appreciate that. Uh, the judge's microphone needs to be a little bit more loud. We're going to go sound off for just a moment.
Now, We might have a little conflict here and there, but a little bump in the road makes it interesting sometimes. We're going to go ahead and start. Everybody's had a good night's rest. I know that you're not tired. You're just wore out. That's it. We've got Joe Harrison here, going in charge of our opening ceremonies. We'll turn it over to Joe.
Thank you very much. Today we're proud to have Casey Pecan, and she's a 7th grader at Sealy Junior High, and she's going to be leading us as let's all help her sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much. Thank you. If y'all would remain standing and remove your hats, we'll have our prayer, and then we'll be ready to get started. Lord, we're so happy to be here today. We're thankful for the rain that you brought yesterday, and we pray that you bring more in the future. Lord, we ask you to be with us today as we go through this contest. We pray for the contestants, that they're safe and that they grow and mature in this process. Pray for the animals, that everyone is taken care of and no harm is done. We thank you for the great country we live in. We pray for our leaders that they can make good decisions. And Lord, most of all, we thank you for Jesus Christ and for his sacrifice on the cross for our sins. It's in his name that we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Joe. Let's go ahead and start with our first class. Be class 29. We have entry number 566, Chandler Phillip. Entry 33, Callie Kraft. Entry 63, Garrett Crane. Entry 483, Graceabelle Peretti. Entry 340, Rhett Fontenot.
All right, so we are starting with class 29. If you're following along in your program, if you're looking at the program from yesterday, if that is something that you are looking at, then just checking my sound on the microphone, making sure I don't blow your ears off. So if you're looking at the catalog from yesterday, which was the open show also, go all the way towards the back. There is the junior show, so the junior show entries. So there we have the catalog list right there. And thank you guys so much. So we are not going to have class number 28. 28 was a scratch, and 29 will be our first class. We have 5 bulls that we're looking for. They're having a little bit of a rocky start this morning, kind of doing a little bit of paperwork, trying to figure out what all they need done. And we just want to say thank you again to the Brahman Foundation. The Brahman Foundation for being a sponsor here at the Bluebonnet Kickoff Classic for us at the Brahman Journal. Watching again from Morris, Louisiana, thank you so much. We're going to be coming in the arena shortly. So they'll be coming in the arena shortly. As I said, we had one animal get loose, so they're trying to wrangle that one back up. And this is going to be class number 29 that will be coming in the arena. It'll be the first class of bulls. So I'm just going to go ahead and run through some of the animals that you're going to be seeing. Very first animal entering in once we do get started is going to be Gracie Bell. And you know, I wish I was better at announcing names. I need them spelled phonetically. And in class...
It's a single entry, so we'll start with class 28.
Oh, we are going to start with class 28. Okay. We are going to start with class 28. We are going to start with class 28, and it is going to be Fontano. And let's see if it's going to be the animal that we thought it was going to be. Good morning from Rain, Louisiana. Thank you, Mary, for watching, and Chester for watching. From Morris, Louisiana, and Rain, Louisiana. So we're going to have the first animal coming in. I believe this is maybe going to be Mr. Patrick 5/2. And you have grandchildren showing today. Good to know. Good to know.
Well, good morning, and I just want to say thank you guys for having me out here to sort through your cattle today. Starting with the bull show, young man brings us a really nice entry to go ahead and start us off. I think obviously he's probably still just a little calf, but there's lots of quality built into that animal. He's got a nice look. His running gear works really good. Still good in width underneath. So I think that's a really nice calf to go ahead and start off. Put your hands together for that young man for doing an awesome job showing.
That single entry deserves first place, entry number 339, Rathfodno. Now we'll move on to class 29. We have entry number 566, Chandler Phillip. Entry 33, Callie Kraft. Entry 63, Garrett Crane. Entry 483, Grace Belly Petty. Entry 340, Rhett Fontenot.
Then. Sorry guys, we had a little moment going on there. Had a little camera failure there, and now we are back to you guys. So glad y'all are watching. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you think about the show. Our last class was the Red Bull class. Well, actually, okay, I'm gonna need to correct my team. They're not red or gray. They're just junior bulls. All the red and gray are showed together. So it's not a red class or a gray class. They're just shown together. So if we could fix that in the comments, all we would need would be first place class 28, and then Mr. Patrick 502. So again, sometimes junior shows will split the cattle by color. Sometimes they don't. It just depends on the show and how many animals they have. So right now they're getting ready to walk the cattle. And as you notice, the kids can have someone in the arena kind of helping them. Watching from the East Barn, thank you so much. Best way to find out what class they're on. But do know that there is a little delay. There is a little delay. So do know that there is a little delay. So don't use me to make sure that you don't miss your class. And thank you, Avila Farms, for telling us that we have a good feed. I really appreciate that. Hopefully it'll stay good all day. The judge Carlos Guerra is Harrison Smith. We are in the arena today with Harrison Smith. And again, we would like to thank the Brahman Foundation for being our sponsor and helping get us in the arena. So without our sponsors, we are not able to be in the arena to show you these great cattle and these young people. So again, thank you guys. And yes, that is 100% correct. Harrison Smith is the judge today. Looks like he's getting ready to give us some reasons.
Second class of bulls we have here. We had 4 really nice entries come in. The young man that's going to go ahead and lead off, I think, just does so because there's so much to that bull today. I think that bull's really, really big and bold there through his center body. He's good and stout in terms of his skull. I really like that bull just in terms of power today. Is he the most attractive up through his front end and out of his hip? Maybe not. I think that actually label goes to the young lady's bull that comes in too. But I just like the beef animal look that the young man's bull leads off with. Young lady's bull that comes in second is one that I really, really like the future of. I think that thing's got a sweet look up through his front end. I like his pastured set and hind leg set, and I really think there's lots of good pieces to that bull. There's just not as much to him today. I think of this set, he might actually reign third in terms of muscle right now, but I still think just the running gear and quality of that animal is very, very good. Young man's bull that's going to come in 3 is one that's stouter than the young lady's bull right in front of him. You study him down the top side of their skeleton. He's got a good turn and crease to his muscle. He's big and stout there out of his hip. I just need to see that one get out and go with just a shot more comfort, specifically out through his front end. Nice bull that rounds out the class. I think there's really good lines in that animal. I think he's probably just a shot freer moving than the one right in front of him. For me, we just need to see a little bit more product and pride built throughout that animal right now. But 4 really, really nice bulls. Give those exhibitors a really big round of applause for a job well done.
With the hello from Thailand and good morning from Dayton. So again, guys, this is our first classes of the day, and we're trying to get the idea of how the judge is going to be judging, as well as how they're going to be working the arena. So this is going to be class number 30. Class number 30 is in the arena now. So class number 30 is in the arena now.
We have class 30, entry number 386, on. Entry number 93, Adley Markway. Entry 212, Lily Larson. Entry 425, J.D. Rushing. Entry 166, Grayson Gitry. Entry number 58, Betty Barr.
So that last class was won by PCC Newpold Believer. PCC Newpold Believer. That was Chandler Phillip on the stick for Phillip Cattle Company, and the animal was out of PCC Can't You See, and the bull was sired by PCC Can't You See and out of Miss V8 933/8, polled female. So again, and go Grayson. We will be rooting for Grayson. Clearly you are. And that sounds like a good person to be rooting for. So again, we're trying to get all our cameras set up and the flow with the judge. Let us know where you're watching from and what you think about the show. So he is placing them as he sees them, first, second, third from the top of the
Another
screen.
very high quality to go ahead and start off with here. These young ladies, all three have some really nice animals. The young ladies up front that goes ahead and leads off for me, I think combines the high quality look and presence of the young ladies calf in 2 with the extra boldness and stoutness of the young ladies calf in 3, and that's why he goes ahead and leads off for me. I really just like that one's density in terms of its body cavity, still gives you a good look and gets out and goes very, very well for as powerful as that one is as a young calf. Young ladies calf that comes in 2, I really like that one up through its front end. Think it's got an awesome look and profile from the side. In comparison to that calf right in front of it, I want to see it just a shot bolder today there in its forerib, and I want to see it just a bit stronger in terms of its pastern as it gets out and grabs ground, but I do think that's a very, very intriguing one from the profile that comes in 2. Really stout, opened up one that comes in 3, bold and dimensional down its top and out through its hip. Comes with a shot more shoulder, a little bit rounder there in its hip, and a little bit sharper there in the point of its hog, but I really like the extra power and definition of muscle found in that calf. Big, fast-growing one that comes in 4, one that definitely has the most weight per day of age in this class. For me, that thing needs to be just a bit crisper in terms of its muscle shape. I want to see it just a bit leveler there out of its hip, but a really, really nice calf that comes in 4. 5 and 6 are kind of on different ends of the spectrum. The young lady's calf that comes in 5 is a little bit more moderate, a little bit bigger bodied. Also with that, it's a little bit quicker in terms of its maturity pattern. Young lady's calf that rounds out the class is a long and extended one. I just want to see a shot more rib and softness found in that bull calf, but really, really nice animals in that class. Put your hands together for those exhibitors who are doing a job well done.
Thank you, Judge. Results on Class 30. First place, entry 212, Lily Larson. Second place, entry 425, J.D. Rushing. Third place, entry 58, Betty Berger. Fourth place, entry 166, Grayson Gitry. Sixth place, entry 93, Eddie Markway. That was sixth place, and fifth place was 586, Jamie Hahn. Moving into Class 31, we have entry number 160, Callie Welty. Entry 175, Savannah Geralds. Entry 461, Bryn Harris. Entry 127, Jackson Smith. Entry 508, Ross Turner. And entry 128, Jackson Smith. Entry 344, Jenna Wall. Entry 74, Perry Carlin. Entry 299, Baxter Whitworth. Entry 298, Baxter Whitworth.
So, I'm sorry about that. The judge's mic went too loud, then it went too quiet. So hopefully we'll get it just right. And Iran, you could always put that in the comments also. So let's see. Alrighty, so we are on class number 30. Whoops. We are on class number 31, class number 31. This is class number 31, correct? Thank you. Yeah. Just checking, making sure I had it right. So again, in that last class, which would have been class number 30, we had the LGL Rockin' Red Man, the sired by, of course, Red Man, Mr. V8 195 over 8, and shown by Lily Larson. So I know that probably Manuel Amperon, along with a few other people, are probably excited about that win. So congratulations to our winner of that last class. Again, a Red Man son. That is Mr. V8 195 over 8 Red Man, and they have an awesome ad coming out in our September edition of the magazine. I believe you can buy semen on that bull, so if you're looking for some good genetics, that would probably be a good route to go.
A little information here about our judge. He is Harrison Smith, up in Gatesville, Texas. Growing up, he raised and showed Hereford cattle at the state and national levels. After graduating from high school, Harrison attended Blinn Junior College and Texas A&M University, where he was a member of the livestock judging team at both institutions. Harrison currently lives in Iola, Texas, and is a salesperson for Redley Brick and Operations as a sales representative for self-fed cattle supplements.
deep, good bull class that we
Hey,
have
thank
here.
you.
And I think the three that we have over here on this side of the fence are all very, very nice. I really like the young man's bull calf, though, just in terms of uniqueness. I think that thing's a moderate, a bold-bodied animal that's extremely, extremely powerful, but yet still gives you a balanced and quality look from the profile and gets out and goes very, very well. If I was going to critique that bull just a little bit, I'd probably like to see him just a shot bigger in terms of his bone down low to match the extra bulk and mass that he has up high, and that's definitely an advantage I think the young lady's bull that comes in too has. I really like that one's powerful and a big hind leg that he's got in him. I think that thing's got a sweet silhouette from the profile and a very, very nice look. I really just want to see that one just a shot bolder today there in its forerib, and then when you study him coming at you, just want to see him just a bit truer from knee to ground. But I think those are two very high quality bulls that come in the top pair of that class. Young man's bull that comes in 3 is one that's really, really big and robust there in terms of its center body. For me, I want to see that one just a bit stronger right behind his shoulder. I want to see that one just a shot leveler out of his hip. But I think those are 2 or 3 really, really nice bulls. 2 high-quality bulls that come up next in 4 and 5. The young man's bull that comes in 4 is a little bit longer in terms of spine, a little bit neater up through his front end, not as bold and soft as the bull that comes in 5. So if you want to switch those, I certainly wouldn't argue with you. For me, the bull that comes in 5, although he is just a bit bolder and stouter there, he also comes with a shot more shoulder, and he's not as free in terms of his movement. I think these next 3 in the middle are very, very close, and you can go a lot of different ways. I really just like the structure and softness that the young lady's red tinge bull comes with next in 6. Young lady's bull that comes at 7. I flipped 7 and 8 because I thought they were really, really close. I think there's just a shot more power in 7. And then as we round out the class, I think we just need to supply these cattle with a shot more width or maybe just a bit freer movement. But a really, really nice set of cattle all the way through. Put your hands together for those bull exhibitors for doing an awesome job.
Thank you, Judge. Results in Class 31, first place, entry 128, Jackson Smith. Second place, entry 344, Jenna Wall. Third place, entry 299, Baxter Whitworth. Fourth place, entry 508, Ross Turner. Fifth place, entry 127, Jackson Smith. Sixth place, seventh place, entry 461, Brent Harris.
So guys, we are going into class number 32. This is class number 32, and I am driving solo today, so Mandy is at home helping us from there, but so I am a little solo today, so if I get a little behind or take you for a wild ride, my fault. Just letting you know ahead of time, be prepared. So our last class winner was the Jackson Smith, that's Bullseye Ranch entry. So Bullseye Ranch. And that is going to be Jackson Smith leading his Mr. BER Dominate 880. That again, I think that probably the Box R is probably watching today, and they'd be probably pretty excited about that because they own the JDH Sir Leon Manso 776/6. Now, a little word about that last class winner. The last class winner, Mr. BER Dominate 880, he was the grand champion gray bull, bred and owned, I believe. I'm not sure if he won grand champion of the owned. I'll have to ask Miss Charlotte to clarify. But he was an All-American grand champion bull. So the bull that just won the last class, class number 31, is sired by JDH Sir Leon Manso. And a little shout out, of course, to Box R. I think we can probably get the dates for that sale in the comments. But on bestcattlesales.com, you can go October 7th through 8th, and you can purchase animals from both 4T and Box R. They're having their Family Traditions Fall online sale. This will be the second time that they've had a fall online sale, and normally they have a spring sale. We've had 4 or 5 spring sales for them, and of course we have Troy Tesh here on the microphone. He's the announcer, and he is the 4T part and of the 4T and Box R Family Tradition. They are family, so Mark Tesh is married to Pam and Al Rogers' daughter. So that's kind of Box R and 4T. 4T is well known for their really awesome cattle, their F1 cattle. They have had champions over and over again. It's so cool to watch and see an animal that we took pictures of as a young baby, and it goes and wins and is a champion in the arena. So their F1s from 4T are just outstanding. And then of course Box R, the same thing. So Box R, you know, the semen that was actually purchased to create that last bull was purchased in a donation to the Louisiana Hurricane Relief Fund for the junior kids. We had donated our platform, as well as there were 150 lots that were donated, and I believe $280,000 was raised for the young people of Louisiana who lost so much a few years ago when that hurricane went right up through like the Little Pecan Island area and all the way through Lake Charles. So thank you to the Box R family, Al and Pam Rogers, for donating to that particular event. But hey, look at what came out of it. That's very, very cool that that champion came out of that. So again, congratulations to our last class winner. And we are now in class 32, which will be followed by class number 33. We have a single entry in 34. Then we have just 2 entries in 35 and 36. And then I believe we're going to be moving into just a few smaller classes. This is probably one of our largest classes of bulls right now that is walking in the arena right here. Trying to take you all the way around the arena here. So again, that last class winner was created out of the JDH Sir Leon Manso. And if you're interested in the sale that we have on bestcattlesales.com, that's going to be October 7th through 8th. That's 4T and Box R, second annual Family Traditions Fall Online Sale.
bull class that we have here. And I think of the cattle that, to me, have enough power and structural integrity, I think the young lady's calf that's going to go ahead and start off does so, because I really like the way that one comes out of its shoulder into its forerib, and the shape that allows it to have outside of the backside of its blade. And then I think when you step in behind the cattle, that one just opens up a shot bigger and stouter there out through its hip. Now the young lady's calf that does come in two is a shot more extended and more attractive from the profile, but I just don't know in comparison to the one that goes ahead and wins that class if it's as good in the way that it comes back into its body wall, if it's as powerful throughout as the calf that wins. But I still think that one is sound, and I think that one's got enough to go ahead and stay in two. 3 and 4, those are definitely the powerful cattle in this class. There's no doubt about it, and I definitely want to see both of those go ahead and grab ground with more security, because the young man's calf that's going to go in 3 is one that if it could get out and go just a shot better off that back right, I think we could work its way up, but it really is laboring there off of that hind leg. I like the young lady's calf that comes in 4, kind of the similar story, just a shot more labored in motion, not as powerful as the calf that stays in 3, so that's why we go ahead and slide in 4. 5 and 6 are definitely cattle that are looser in their type and kind, probably just not supplied with enough product and pride for me, but I think a very, very good set of cattle all the way through. Put your hands together for those exhibitors as they exit the ring.
Thank you, Judge. Results in Class 32. First place, entry 472, entry 483, Kali Borque. Third place, entry 443, Christopher Carey. Fourth place, entry 284, Grace Logan. And fifth place, entry 109, Saul Panero. 10th place, entry number 10, Madison Parker. Moving on to Class 33, we have entry number 204, Ashley Pug. Entry 289, Grace Logan. Entry 468, Ansley Ward. Entry 56, George Crane. Entry 207, Ashley Pug. Entry 329, Cole Zalewska. Entry 238, Grace Mccall. Entry 427, J.D. Rushing.
Class number 32, we had a class winner. That was going to be the KR Mr. Red Venus 601. That's going to be sired by KR Mr. Red Catfish 777. So that was your class winner of class number 32. That was Kylie Klump, showing her KR Mr. Red Venus 601. And again, sired by KR Mr. Red Catfish 777. I think you guys will all remember the Catfish Bull. Super cool bull. And then, of course, out of KR Miss Venus, a Register of Renown female. So, and that is a plus KR Mr. Red Catfish 777. My team is so fast. That is amazing. So we'll give you a view of these bulls' rear ends to walk. Oh, nope, it looks like they're just moving around, getting themselves comfortable. 'Love it when the camera tries to catch up with us. We get a little a little glitch in our internet moment. You'll see the cameras freeze for just a second, and when they freeze for that little second, it's kind of like a hiccup. It's kind of like our internet gave us a little hiccup. We don't have a lot of control over the internet at some of these events, and so sometimes we get like a little hiccup moment. And you will see some kids with young people helping them, with some of the directors helping them with the lead as experienced a showman. And so and a little hiccup there. Again, we are on class 33. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Thought I had a different view for you. Like I said, might take you for a little bit of a ride today.
challenging set of bulls to sort through, but the young ladies bull that I go ahead and lead off with is one, though, that I think is just extremely complete. I really like that one's balance. I like his look. I like his feet and legs. I think that's a really sound made animal that gives a very high quality appearance from the side. If I was going to pick on him or change him just a little bit in comparison to both the bulls behind him, I want to maybe see him just a bit bigger in terms of his testicle development, and maybe he's not as stout from behind the cattle as those two behind him, but I just think that's the highest quality animal offered in this lineup here. 2 and 3, I think, are very close because they're similar. The young lady's calf that's going to come in 2 is one that I just really like the extra boldness and power that it has, and in comparison to the young ladies in 3, I think it just ties its neck higher on the top side of its blade and gives a higher quality profile. Young lady's calf that comes in 3, that's kind of a meat and potatoes bull to me. I think that's a big-bodied, a muscular animal that's sound as he gets out in the rings. He's probably just a little bit plainer in terms of his overall look. Young lady's calf that comes behind that one's one that's extremely sharp from the profile. Needs to be bolder there in his forehead and center of body to move up any higher. Young lady's calf that follows him has definitely got more power and substance, and if you flip those two because of that, I certainly wouldn't argue for me. That one's just a bit more labored out through his front end, just a bit plainer there about his head and neck. Really like the hind leg set of the young lady's bull that comes after that one. I think that's a very sound built animal, maybe one that just runs out of gas in this class, but a very sound, very loose structured one that goes right behind there. And then the young man's bull that rounds out the class is very stout and powerful, one that's just a little bit more generic and compact in its build, but I think some very nice cattle. Put your hands together for those exhibitors for doing an awesome job.
Thank you, Judge.
Place we had Grace Mccall of Little Pecan Cattle. Grace Mccall of Little Pecan Cattle. She was leading her Mr. LPC 167, a polled bull, and that bull was going to be sired by Mr. V8 279/7 and out of Miss V8 551/8. Congratulations to Grace Mccall, and of course the Mccalls at Little Pecan Cattle, they have sponsored us. They were one of our sponsors at the World Brahman Congress, as well as at some other events at the Louisiana shows too, so the junior shows. So again, thank you to Little Pecan Cattle for having been a sponsor in the past, and congratulations for that big win just now. So again, this is you're going to find those class winners in the comments, guys. Class winners are in the comments, and congratulations to Grace Mccall for winning that last class. Looks like we just have 2 in this class. Looks like we just have 2 in this class. We had a little hiccup in the internet there. We're gonna have to tell the internet no drinking, because it's got a little hiccup every now and then. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. We really appreciate all of our followers. So we have some friends of ours watching on YouTube, and we really appreciate that. So that is a YouTube live comments. These are our 2 bulls. I know, I agree. Only orange juice for the internet from now on. These are our 2 bulls in this class. Again, this is class 34. We're gonna have, okay, so we had, I might be wrong. 34 must have been this must be class 35. Is this class 35? Because 34 was supposed to be Lily. Oh, I'm sorry. It was only supposed to have 1 entry. It had 2. I gotcha. Got myself confused. Easy to do. Looks like the judge is going to talk the cattle.
Two very nice bulls that we have. Ladies bull that's going to go ahead and lead off is one that's just a shot more attractive and higher quality there from the profile. That one's just a bit longer up through its front end. It's a bit longer in its spine, a bit leveler out through its hip. I really like that one's hind leg set. Is he the most powerful animal when you step in behind him? Maybe not, but that's a very, very high quality one that's got lots and lots of good. I think the young lady's bull that comes in two is definitely one that's no slouch. I think that one's opened up. It's robust in terms of its inner body. It's stout down the top side of its skeleton. One that's just a bit bigger there in its shoulder. One that's just a bit rounder there out of its hip in comparison to the calf that wins the class. But I think two very high quality bulls. Put your hands together for those exhibitors for doing a job well done.
Thank you, Judge. In Class 34, first place.
Class 34, we had Lily Larson. Lily Larson showing her BRC checks in the mail, 188. That is going to be sired by Mr. V8 458/7, which of course is the BRC Noble Bull. So we are getting ready to enter in with class number 35. Whoops, sorry guys, got to get that class number fixed for you.
325, Mackenzie Thames. Entry 300.
This is class number 35. Class number 35.
Entry 610. And Leah Hayes.
So this is our class number 35, and as we said, in that last class, class 34, was won by BRC Checks in the Mail, 188. That is sired by the Register of Renowned Bull, Mr. V8 458/7. Of course, he is known as BRC Noble. BRC Noble. So the Noble Bull has really hit it out of the park. He has had so many champions. He's one of the top sire of champions. He's a young sire that is very impressive. And that was Lily Larson on the stick. She does a tremendous job. And we really appreciated it. She shared some of our photos and thanked our sponsors. So we really appreciate it. Don't forget, guys, thank the sponsors, because without them, we cannot be here. And so we are here in the arena today because of the Brahmin Foundation. The Brahmin Foundation is the reason why we're in the arena today. And we have a V8 fan from Thailand. A V8 fan from Thailand. So thank you so much. Thank you for letting us know where you're watching from. We really appreciate that, guys. So if you can let us know where you're watching from, we have Thailand, we have Bangladesh, we have Vietnam, I think Pakistan gave us a shout out. I know Colombia gave us a shout out, and Brazil. So thanks, guys, for watching.
challenging decision in this bull class here. I like all for reasons. The young man's red tinge bull that's going to go ahead and lead off. I think that one's just the highest quality in terms of his look at presence. I think he's the best in terms of his feet and legs. Now, no doubt that he's nowhere near as bold and dimensional through his center body. He's not as stout at his hip as the two cattle behind him. I think that one's got a higher quality look and build, and that's why he's going to go ahead and stay first in this difficult class. Young man's calf that comes in too is one that I really just like that one's dimension. I think he's better in terms of his center body, and then in comparison to the calf in 3, he's a little bit better out of his hip. He's a little bit better up front. For me, though, that bull still can get out and travel just a bit more secure in his hind leg in comparison to the class winner, but I do think that's a nice animal that comes in 2. Bull that comes in 3 is bold, stout, powerful. One for me that's just a bit more generic and rounder in how he's built off both ends of his skeleton, but I think those are 3 very high-quality bulls. A difficult decision all the way through. Put your hands together for those exhibitors who are doing an awesome job.
Thank you, Judge. Results in Class 35. First place, entry 309, Carlos Guerrero. Second place, entry 300, Baxter Whitworth. Third place, 325, Mackenzie Thames. Have a single entry in Class 36. Addison Sanders, entry number 420. Yeah, there's a little group coming through to the stands right now that's giving out some breakfast tacos for free donations. It's all going to the Junior Association. If anybody's got a little hungry there, they're made. They're meat, potatoes, and meat, potatoes, and egg, I think is what they are.
Nice single entry bull that we have here. I think that one, when you step in behind the cattle, has got a really, really good turn to his lower quarter at stifle. I think that calf's got a nice look in terms of his hip and hind leg set. Want to see that one just a bit stronger there in his top line. Want to see him just a shot less timid in motion, but I think that's a really nice bull. Put your hands together for that young lady for getting him stuck very, very well.
Results in Class 36 is first place for entry number 420, Addison Sanders. In Class 37, entering the ring, we have entry number 564, Chandler Phillip. Entry 426, J.D. Rushing. Entry 29, Hagen King.
From the Philippines, we're getting ready to move into Class 37. Class 37, we're moving along rather quickly. So into Class 37, going to do a little catch up here. So Class 35 winner was the LMC LF Polled Quest, sired by Mr. VA 279 over 7. That's a polled bull, and that was Carlos Guerra. Pops on the Stick, that is out of LMC Polled Passion. I think everyone knows Polled Passion. And then in class number 36, that single entry class, that was a single entry, but a very good one. That was Mr. H. Sawyer. Mr. H. Sawyer Rojo, 484. Try not to take you guys for too quick a ride. And that is going to be sired by the Mr. H. Bubba Rojo, 66 over 7, and exhibited by Addison Sanders. So again, congratulations to all of these young exhibitors, and thank you to the Brahmin Foundation for getting us here in the arena. All our photos are going to be free. You're going to find them at brahminphotos.com. And I'm going to go sound off for just a little while. And again, we are in Class 37. Here in the arena, thanks to the Brahmin Foundation. Really appreciate the Brahmin Foundation for having us here in the arena. And we're here in the arena with the judge, Harrison Smith. We will be going through a few more classes. I think this is class 37. And then we will have class 38. And then we will go into the championship drive, and we will be done with the junior bulls. So we have this class, which is class 37. Then we will move into class 38. And then we will have the grand champion drive. There's no divisions here in
Three really nice bulls. I think
see if we can
decisions up top. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with the young ladies bull to go ahead and start. I think that one's a shot more moderate. Has a very, very high quality look from the side. Still gets out and grabs ground very, very sound. Now, as he is growthy, and maybe as he has opened up through his front end as the bull that comes in too, probably not. That's why I think decision's close. But I still just like the quality look and build of that young lady's calf. Go ahead and start. Young man's bull, like I said, it's got a shot more growth. I think that bull is just a bit bolder as it comes out through off of both ends of his skeleton. For me, that bull is one that needs to be just a bit softer bodied in terms of relation to frame. I think that bull is just a bit rounder in how he sets his hind leg down to the surface, but two really, really high quality bulls. Bull that comes in third is one that's extra bold, extra powerful, and extra stout. I think that one just needs to be looser in his movement to work up any higher. But a very nice set of bulls. Give those exhibitors a big round of applause.
Forgot to go to the judge's mic. I hope you guys could hear those. But J. Lee Rushing won that last class. J. Lee Rushing was number 426. That is going to be Box R, Mr. CC 204 over 0. Box R, Mr. CC 204 over 0. We may have actually sold that bull in one of our online sales. And again, we can't say enough about the group over at Box R. They're going to be having a sale 4T and Box R annual Family Traditions Fall online sale October 7 through 8. And that bull that just won class 37, was the Leon son. So that was a Leon son that just won. And I know that they're going to have some great Leon offspring in that sale that they're going to have. So again, in class 37, that was our winner, was J. Lee Rushing with her Box R Mr. CC 204 over 0. That's a JDH Sir Leon Manso son out of JDH Lady Donna Manso. The Rogers family has done just such a great job in their breeding program. They were kind of like a really well-kept secret. And not anymore. You see that Box R brand, you know you're going to have an animal that has great performance, as well as really attractive, eye-appealing, great conformation, and therefore can make it in the show ring. This is class number 38. This is our last class, class number 38 of the Junior Bulls. And so this is our last class of the Junior Bulls, and then we're going to be moving into the Junior Bull Grand Champion Drive. Junior Bull Grand Champion Drive is next. This is our last day here at the Bluebonnet Kickoff Classic. Again, have to thank all our sponsors, both from the Open Show as well as the Junior Show. And as you can see, the logo in the bottom left corner. Please thank the Brahmin Foundation for being supportive of the Brahmin Journal and the Brahmin Journal team, so that we can bring you all of these great photos and videos and everything that we do.
two very nice Red Bulls to go ahead and finish out our drive. But I think the young man's bull that's going to go ahead and lead off has just got so much to him. I mean, that thing is as big and bold in terms of his center body as we've seen all day. He's extremely powerful out through his hip. I don't know if he's perfect in how he moves out of his front end, specifically his front left, but I do think he's got enough set to his hind leg. He still gets out and goes very, very well. But if I was going to critique him just a little bit, I would reconstruct his front end ever so slightly. Nice bull that comes in too. That one's definitely built better through his shoulder and knee. He's got a very, very attractive look. Still one that I want to see maybe with just a shot more set there to his hind leg, and a bull that is not as opened up or powerful, even though in his own right he's got plenty. He's just not as out there and crazy in terms of power as the young man's bull that goes ahead and leads off. But I think two really, really nice animals. Put your hands together for those exhibitors for doing an awesome job.
Results in Class 38. First place, entry number 454, Luke Reed. Second place, entry number 542, Jennifer Mass. Doing our champion, Owen Bull. We have a single entry out of Class 28, entry number 339, Brad Fatima. Out of Class 29.
Coming in to the arena, I'm going to try to scroll back through these comments and see if I can get all of our class winners. So we had in class number 28, we had the Mr. Patrick 502, sired by Mr. Fontenot sired by Mr. Fontenot 839. We had in class 28, we had the PCC New Polled Believer. That is sired by PCC Can't You See 104/8. That's Chandler Phillip for Phillip Cattle Company. In the class number 30, we're going to have the LGL Rockin' Red Man ET sire Mr. V8 195/8. That, of course, is the Red Man Bull. That is the Red Man Bull. Heart BC there. That is Lily Larson showing her bull. Then, of course, in class number 31, we had the Mr. BER Dominate 880. We had the Jackson Smith entry for Bullseye Ranch. That's Mr. BER Dominate 880, sired by JDH Sir Leon Manso. We were talking about Leon just a moment ago. Then in class 32, we had the KR Mr. Red Venus 601. That is sired by KR Mr. Red Catfish. Of course, that is a plus KR. He's a Register of Renown. Then we also, in class 33, we had the Mr. LPC 167 Polled Bull. That's going to be sired by the Mr. V8 279/7. That is also polled. Then we're going to have this dark bull right here, the dark black bull with Lily Larson. That is going to be BRC's Checks in the Mail 188, sired by, of course, Noble, which is Mr. V8 458/7, also known as BRC Noble. Then we had class 35 winner. That's that red tinged bull. That's going to be LMC LF Polled Quest, sired by Mr. V8 279/7. Of course, he is polled also. And then in class 36, we had the Mr. H. Sir Sawyer Rojo 484/1, sired by Mr. H. Bubba Rojo 66/7. Those of you that are followers of Heritage Cattle, that Bubba Bull was the international grand champion as a calf there at Houston. And coming in first in that very last class was the next to last class, Box R Mr. CC 204. That's again another JDH Sir Leon Manso son. And then out of the very last class, we had Luke Reed with his Mr. 7R Butch Cassidy, and that is a sired by JDH Mr. Manso 274/1. So we are here in the arena. We're going to try to give you a little bit better view and see what you think about the cattle. Tell us which are your favorites, who you're rooting for, and good morning from Thailand. Thank you for watching from Thailand. Not really sure how early in the morning it is, but And those are our viewers on YouTube. So we are streaming actually live, guys, on both YouTube and on Facebook. So we're going to try to drive and get you guys a little better view. And I promise I will go live to the judge's mic when he gets ready to talk the cattle. Hello from Yucatan, Mexico, Iran. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Okay, it sounds like the judge is going to walk the cattle. Of course, we have the first places are far from this camera view that you're looking at right here, guys. This is the camera that I am sitting by. That's the Bubba son that we're looking at right there. That keeps getting his butt slapped because he's a little on the quiet side. And then we have the Leon, the Box R branded bull. That's going to be the Leon son. Luke Reed bringing up the rear here with his Red Bull.
A really, really high quality all the way. think we've got lots of really sound, good structured bulls in here that still have some power. I know that some of our bigger classes maybe were smaller in numbers, but man, there's a couple of those little classes that were really, really deep all the way through too. So it's been really fun to sort through the show, and I think there's a lot of different ways you could go. For me, I've got one in mind though that I think is very, very intriguing. I think he's got some unique pieces. I think it gets a little bit closer, in my opinion, for reserve. But with that being said, I'm going to put the mic down and then go shake the hand of your champion. But if y'all would one time, put your hands together for all the exhibitors in the bull show. It was really, really fun to sort through.
So Jackson takes the grand championship. The grand championship comes from the, no clue what class that was. 1, 2, 3, maybe the 4th class. I think it was the 4th class. But again, it was the BER Dominates. So congratulations to Bullseye Ranch. That bull was also a grand champion at the All-American. Got it starting his career off really well. And I think he was calf champion here in the open show. And so we're waiting for the judge to go pick his reserve grand champion. Reserve grand champion. Here in the junior bull show. We're going to follow along with the judge. But again, don't forget to thank the Brahmin Foundation. Let's see what the judge, I think he might say something.
Class, and I really think that's a very, very high quality animal that makes a push at the reserve contention very hard. I think that one's build is very intriguing. Like I said in class, he might not be as bold up in his forerib today as the one that wins the show, and when he comes at you, he might need to be just a little bit square from knee to ground, but I think that's a very intriguing animal. I'll be honest, I think it comes down to 2. I think that young man's Big Red Bull is extremely, extremely powerful, extremely, extremely bold and opened up from every aspect. Like I said, I want to see him maybe go just a little bit better out through his front end. So it gets to be close. I think it's a challenging decision. For me, I'm going to set the mic down and look at him one more time and then select your reserve. But again, put your hands together for these kids for doing an awesome job.
Making his decision on the reserve grand champion. The reserve grand champion, we're going to follow along with the judge. He's going up towards the front. Walking back towards the back. Again, we're in the arena with Harrison Smith. He looks like he's making a decision. I can say the Brahmin Journal girls are getting their workout. They're following him back and forth. Looks like he's going to go to the Red Bull at the end. There we go, Luke Reed. Congratulations, everybody. And again, thank you to, oops, sorry, that was not class 28. 38, I'm so sorry. That was our Grand Championship Drive. That was our Grand Championship Drive. So again, congratulations. On our Grand Championship Drive, we had our Grand Champion went to the Dominate went to first, the class number 31, Mr. BER Dominate 880, sired by the Register of Renown bull JDH Sir Leon Manso 776/6, which of course has done just such a tremendous job. He actually had 2 animals in that Grand Championship drive, and exhibited by Jackson Smith, of course, Bullseye Ranch. And then out of the very last class, we had our champion. That was, I believe, a champion even in the open show. That was our Mr. 7R Butch Cassidy, sired by JDH Mr. Manso 274/1, and exhibited by Luke Reed. We want to thank the Brahmin Foundation, for having us here in the arena. Really appreciate it. They are the reason why we are here. We are live, and we will be back with the Bred and Owned show shortly. We're going to stop the live stream, and we will come back soon.